Alright, 2007 Hyundai Sonata, 2.4 liter. It's the 4-cylinder. Was getting the code. Can't remember the codes. I think 07 P0700 and P0708. Two different codes. One for the TCM, and then one for the I think it was some sort of a speed sensor. Which looking them up, they were saying to go ahead and change out the input and output. These two sensors right here, you'll have to take off the air filter box. Also connected in with this system is that sensor down there, which is the it's like the RPM sensor. It goes to the it's the speed. So they were also saying that that could be part of the problem. So this is my donor 2007 Hyundai Sonata with the problem with the it just threw an engine code problem with the valves. Anyways, so what this car was doing, and I was pretty sure that it wasn't just transmission. That was my theory, because the transmission filter, the transmission oil looked good, and it was where it needed to be. No burnage, nothing awful looking, no leaks or anything like that. And as I ran the codes, I noticed that if I turned the vehicle off, and then I cleared the codes, I turned the vehicle off, it would almost like it would automatically throw the code again. So it would always happen right from the beginning. So it would, after I bought the two new input and output sensors from eBay and put them on, what it would do, I noticed what it would do, it would shift hard from first into second, and then it would automatically go into limp mode. Well, limp mode was fine. I mean, I could operate in limp mode. I would go into the plus minus mode. I'd start it. I couldn't go down into first. It would go into second, and then that's when I'd start in, and then I'd bump it up to 3, and I could run it that way, and it would run at a decent RPM. But it was on limp mode. So it wouldn't go into overdrive, it wouldn't go into first, it wasn't downshifting, it wasn't upshifting, it wasn't doing any of that. And so I went over to the donor, I took off those 3 sensors. This one right here, and this one right here. In order to get to that one, you need to take off these 2 bolts for the shifter. And then I also took that one off. But it didn't seem like that fixed the problem. Now, it didn't fix the problem with the 2 new ones. I mean, the 2 new ones could have been bad, okay? Now, I finally got it to work, though after I went to these old ones. I put these old ones on. So that one has all the sensors from this one is in that one. Also, I went ahead and I took I was looking for the TCM under the dash. I couldn't find anything. So what I figured was this one. So there's 2 connectors to that computer module that's right here behind, that's attached to the filter box. And I was figuring that this one had to have been the TCM, because all of these wires that go to the transmission end up going into this one, and then this one is, I'm sure, the ECM. And so I went ahead and changed that too. But also, now I did try to take this one out. That one just wouldn't come out. But that obviously wasn't the problem. And then I didn't think that would be the problem either. This has a connector to it too. So there's only 2 in here. There's only 2 things connected to the automatic transmission. This is the automatic transmission relay, and then this is the automatic transmission fuse. And so this actually could have been the problem, seeing that it's all happened at the very beginning, at the very get-go. And so it was one of the things that I did work, and I didn't just do one because I figured, well, I had this thing off, I might as well do all of it. I would not have been surprised if it was not this relay right here. I guess once I get this one going, if I ever do, maybe we'll figure out which one it actually was. It was the whole ECM, PCM, I mean ECM, TCM, either one of the sensors or the relay. So that is a fix to that transmission problem. I'm glad that I was able to get it fixed. It goes into overdrive and shifts, downshifts, up, all that really good. Which again, like I said, you could do it. You can drive it like that, but you're just not going to get as good of a gas mileage because of the you're only using 3 gears instead of like the, I don't know, the 5 or whatever, so many gears it has.